Welcome everyone, and we are back with part 3 of Clocked In. So it's our mini series of different one-shots that we've been doing, and also a huge welcome back to our lovely DM Dan. This is me being extra nice. I don't really like him that much, but he's back. You want to say hi, Dan? You can say hi. You're loud. Oh. He is back with us for tonight, and he is finally getting to come out of the DM seat for just a little bit and play in this horror one shot. So we do have just a couple of announcements to run through, and I am going to make Dan do it because I feel like he's had enough of a break, you know, just leaving us for a few weeks. So what have we got on, Dan?
I was just looking for some
Luke
music.
has got it.
Good. We're all good. Hello, everybody. So I am back. I hope everyone is doing wonderfully well on this Sunday evening. We do have some announcements as usual. So I'll try and get through them as quickly as possible and then hand the reins back over to Joe so that Joe can get us through this last episode of the Rift Together one-shot series, because I've missed the last 2 episodes and I'm very sad, but I'm here for the final one, which I'm very, very happy about. So if you guys haven't already, then please go over to our website, which is dicebythesword.com. You can find everything that you want to find about us on that website, and there's links to our social media pages and everything through there. We have got loads of merch. There's been a few merch drops that have been a little bit of shadow droppy recently as well. I don't think we've announced the last couple that we've put on there. So if you want to find out what secret merch items we've released, then head over to the merch store, grab yourself some t-shirts, there's caps, there's mugs, there's all sorts of stuff on there. So head over to the merch store and buy many, many items. Also, I don't have my other announcements up, but we are on all social media platforms, so you can find us on Facebook, Insta, Blue Sky, all over the shop. So if you haven't already, head over to whatever your favorite social media platform is, search Dice by the Sword. You can find us, follow us, and be up to date with all the latest Dice by the Sword things. Obviously, we are releasing all these episodes on YouTube as well, so make sure you head over there, press subscribe, and if you can, and you do see one of our videos pop up, just make sure you drop on those, just like and leave a comment. It helps us kind of reach more people who like this sort of thing. So any support you can give us doing that would be great. Cool, let's talk about what's happening in the next few weeks. Now, obviously, as you can see, Charlie is not with us this evening because she decided to go and do a really fun thing this weekend and lost her voice doing it. So, as we would normally sit here and have lots of sympathy for Charlie, we don't, because they have brought it on themselves. But in Charlie's absence, I'll tell you all about the UK Games Expo, which we will be at in the next 3 weeks. So at the end of this month, on the 29th of May, we will be at the UK Games Expo for the whole weekend. If you don't know what the UK Games Expo is, it's the UK's largest tabletop and board game convention. It happens every single year in Birmingham, and it kind of draws in everyone from all corners of the world to that place to relish in all the board game and TTRPG stuff, and we will be there in force. The only person not coming is Jack, because apparently there's a problem with Jack's visa. He's been in the UK before and was deported for stuff that we're not legally allowed to mention on stream, so he's not allowed to come. But everybody else will be at the UK Games Expo. We'll be doing lots of shows. We'll be on panels. We'll be doing lots of stuff in and around the convention. So if you are thinking of going to the convention, then drop us a message on Instagram. We'd love to meet up with some of you, even if it's just for a photo opportunity, and even if you just want to come and hurl abuse at Joe, which is the only reason I'm going to the convention as well. But yeah, we're going to go there a little bit later on in the year. We've got a couple of collaborative one-shots lined up as well with a couple of creators from different platforms who you may have heard of. We've got a lot of kind of irons in the fire as we head into the middle part of this year. And towards the end of this year, we have another convention, but we'll kind of leave a little bit of a lid on that until we get close to the time, because we have some big plans for that. So with all that said and done, I think the only thing left to do is to say, Joe, back over to you. Good luck. I hope that you run the best game you've ever run, because if not, I will never let you live it down. Love you. Tune in next week for more reviews.
Pressure.
Brilliant. I'm putting it out there. See when Peanut comes back next week. Hell.
Peanut's not coming back. She has no idea yet. It's a group decision.
Okay, so thank you so much. for that, Dan. Thank you so much. So I think that's everything. We are ready to dive into episode 3. I do apologize in advance. This one's a little dark. It's a little creepy, but it's a whole lot of mystery. And some of you may know I am a dungeon master myself, but this is the first time I've ever kind of like streamed it, so I may or may not throw up. But we shall see how it goes. So we will do a little recap just as of... I'm not going to tell you everything because you can watch that on our socials. But clocked in, the world has become distracted. Technology, which had once been created to help further and develop the world, has taken a drastic turn. It has manipulated us and turned our gaze from its growth. A previously unheard of company, known as Clocked In, has spread like wildfire across the entire world. The faceless company has caused a new wave of admiration and desire for new technology. And through this company, the public can visit all sorts of different worlds and realms. They get to experience an underwater city. They get to experience the year of 3044, or a Wild West, or somewhere in space. The possibilities are endless. But there is a darker side that may or may not come to a head tonight. And the rest of the players have no idea what they're in for. And just for those who are joining us for the first time, would you guys like to introduce your characters for this one shot? Apart from you, Dan.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
You shush. Everyone else, though.
All right, well, not everyone jump at once.
Yes. God, like children, man.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So tonight I will be playing something a little different to what I played last week and any other time before this. I'm going to be playing Hootilda Hoots-a-Lot, the character that has been passed around between all of us DMs we've been playing. She is an owlin. She is seemingly here to win back her losses at the bingo. Small tawny owl type thing, little feathered ears, big bright eyes, small cowl and shawl, big glaive in one hand, and just very small but mighty. I'll put that forward as the description for this character.
Beautiful. Who's up next?
I'll go next. So I'm going to be playing, as I have been for the past 2 sessions, Eric Ravenbraid, who is a halfling swashbuckling rogue, who's got kind of a little bit of a space pirate kind of vibe. Yeah, been enjoying all the crazy adventures through the different portals that we've gone through.
And last but not least,
and I'll be playing, also played before 2 times, Kate Goodberry and his trusty little fella, Rufus.
oh, I forgot about the dog.
You can't forget about his trusty little fella.
Can't forget about him. Come on,
I can't say that because that sounds a little bit like a euphemism, but
Definitely is.
About it.
Oh, okay. I forgot about the goddamn dog. Just trying to find a token for the damn dog.
Would you like me to send it to you?
No, it's fine. It's okay. There's a dog there. You can deal with that dog. Okay. So that is all our characters. So let's begin. If we would like to change the scene. You can see it on the map.
it's changed.
Beautiful. Now, there are sound effects for everyone else, but unfortunately you guys won't be able to hear them. Technical bullshit. But yeah, you can judge by their faces that it's pretty, it's crazy, right? Okay. I put a lot of work into it. So after your last terror that you faced, you were left standing outside of this desolate, huge, abandoned, what looked like to be a mansion. Dark, and the thunder clouds kind of roamed in, and it was a ghastly sight. And as you kind of adjusted to falling down this pit of despair into another world, another realm, your eyes snap open once again. You're no longer outside of it. You're inside. But the world around you feels unfamiliar. The air's quite stale and musty. Your breath almost fogs slightly in the cold. And the walls, you notice, are padded. This isn't a normal cell that you're all in. It's made of a dull grey material, almost too soft, like dead skin. A single overhead light flickers and buzzes violently, like one of those old hospital lights. You're alone, in separate cells. Your name floats to the surface of your mind and then pops like a bubble. You remember everything. The panic of not being able to remember your memories comes back too. But then there's nothing more. Then a sound. Not in the room, but in your head. A ticking clock, like a ticking grandfather clock. But as you glance around, there is no clock. All you see is each other. And I would like you all to either roll a perception, an investigation, or an insight. You can choose which one you want to roll.
Doesn't
Did you say perception?
doesn't make any difference for me.
Yeah, perception, investigation, or an insight. You can pick.
Mm-hmm. That is a 16 on perception for me.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Brilliant. Nothing.
I'm on fire already.
Yeah, I have a feeling that tonight is gonna be absolutely great. There's natural 1. Plus 6 is 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how you start a horror session.
Yeah,
This
that's
is-
how you do it.
That's how it goes. So, Cade, you, with your natural 1, you are too busy trying to locate the dog. The dog, as you look over at him, though, he it's like he's there, but he's not. He's not really looking at you. He's very still. Oh, he almost looks like a statue. So you have been completely perplexed and are currently staring at that. And Eric, you don't notice anything. You are too busy watching one of the little cockroaches start to crawl, and it's getting ever so close to getting in to your area of the cell.
Show. Show.
It echoes your shoo, 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 shoo. And Hutilda,
Mm-hmm.
you
You gave me the
I know,
character.
I never thought it through.
It's gonna be fun.
God, this is meant to be scary, and I'm just going to spend half the time laughing.
Yeah, serious, guys.
So serious.
Yeah.
So you spot.
Sorry, serious.
You spot initials carved into the corner of your cell.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get a little closer, it seems to be scratched in blood. And the initials that you see are your own. You recognize them. You've been here before. But you can't quite remember. And this, all of a sudden, this panic and fear, you feel like a bird trapped in a cage. You start panicking as you start to see this
It's a very.
Oh God.
It's an apt feeling, dear.
I can't do this.
We get this. We believe in you.
You got it, it's fine.
I'm just laughing at him. I can't do it.
So I see. I see HH in written in blood on the wall.
Yes.
Okay.
You also do notice that there is a Polaroid laying underneath what looks like to be a very old and dusty mattress. And as you kind of get ever so closer to it, you see a Polaroid of all of you standing outside the very building, but all of your faces scratched out. But they're wearing your clothes.
What was I wearing in this picture? What do my clothes look like?
So the clothes that you're currently wearing, in the picture, it is a very well-made tunic that you're wearing, that is embroidered with gold and green thread, that comes down to your little knobbly knees, and you have a beautiful vine-like circlet like around your head with a red ruby in the center, and you're holding a cane, which you currently don't have.
I don't know what this would count as, but looking at the picture, does this look like? If I tried to make a sort of like a memory of it, would it? Does this look like it's actual fantasy attire, like this is an actual ruby, or does this look more like costume type get up, like we've come here as a group in cosplay to do this thing that we're about to do?
Yes, you know just with your way of fashion that taking a look at this, that it looks like one of those fun escape rooms that you would do. So it looks like costume jewelry. It's not usually something you would pick to wear. You prefer, something that, frames you a little more. This is not really something you would just take out of your own closet. So it doesn't feel natural. It doesn't at all.
Oh, I don't know how they got me to do cosplay, but they did. This is going to be all night, guys.
Yep.
So,
I'm fine.
You sound like Professor McGonagall.
I've always wanted to use that spell.
They did this last time to me the whole time.
Sort of stuffing the photograph into a pocket and then taking a look around the room again. I assume there's a door somewhere in here.
Yes, so the padded cells that you're in, the doors are just typical iron bars. They're not fully closed. They seem to be weathered and rusted. And some of them are slightly bent, and you can tell that someone's tried to escape from there before.
Yeah. So it's not well maintained.
No.
Okay. Going to the door and then sort of knowing that owls are more feathers than anything else, trying to stick the head through the bars to look around. Hutilda's just going to sort of grab a hold of the bar and says, "Is anyone else here? You boys, are you around? Who? You around?" It's called Hutilda Hoots a lot. If I don't hoot, what am I going to do? Yep. Can anyone else hear the countdown clock? I think I think I'm missing it.
Yeah, we can hear it. We can hear it. And he's like still staring at his stone Rufus. Don't give me that stone cold stare. I feed you.
He's still not moved. He's still very frozen in place. He's on all fours, but he is just staring at you.
And he's staring back like, what is that, a squirrel? A fly?
Nothing.
A bird?
Nothing.
Like a snake? Nothing works.
You just see his mouth start to foam a little.
Oh, don't worry, we got all day. That's a weird thing.
Brilliant.
I've got an insect staring at me.
Oh, so this is a staring competition then?
This horror is just incredible.
Yeah.
I don't feel this is gonna be horror more like comedy.
Nope.
We rewrite the genre.
Yeah. Just don't know why I bothered. So you're all now free to do what you wish.
within excuse me, within our sails.
Your voice echoes, and it's particularly loud for you, Eric. I can't stand these people, honest.
What, as in, who Tilda's voice is loud?
Yeah, yep.
Can you keep it down?
I don't think I can. I'm trying to raise it to an elevation. I'm not used to doing high pitches. I'm more of a baritone usually.
Oh, God.
If you're just tuning in, this is the typical D&D session that you've come to expect and love. They're Dice by the Sword.
Don't take nothing serious. Nothing.
Joe
Absolutely nothing.
spent like 6 weeks planning this like creepy
weeks.
horror one shot for us to
6
just
weeks.
sit in a stell laughing at each other because of our
Oh,
voices.
there's a bug. Oh, a bug. Fuck you.
I don't think we'll finish this one shot today.
I can just do a Scottish accent if that makes it easier. I can just talk like
No.
me if that makes it less.
No.
I feel
It's
like it
just
takes
so
away
good.
from the character then.
It does.
I
I'm just
mean,
gonna laugh at you, okay? I'm just gonna laugh
That's
at
fine.
you.
Yeah, we just have to
Please.
accept it.
Go
Look,
ahead.
my female Scottish accent is better than yours. What can I say?
I'll take no offense to that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so being at the door of the cell, Hutilda is just going to look to the hinges on the cell. Are they the type that's sealed on both sides, or just underneath?
So taking a closer look at it, it looks like they come from the ceiling. So it looks like it's one of those drop gates. But
Okay.
there's where in your cell at the corner, it looks like it's been peeled back ever so like the bars have been bent. So there
Mhm.
is a small gap in yours.
Are they bending inwards or outwards?
Outwards.
Okay. Yeah, so looking to those bars, Hutilda is with the best of her strength, which is surprising that I didn't realize what they were. She is going to try and push them further out to make enough of a space to get out, essentially.
Okay. Make a strength check for me.
Will do. Do you know what? I might as well, seeing as we're here, because I could do with the advantage. As she starts to push on them, she goes, okay, right. All those times down the gym. Time to show what the OIP is, what they're for. And I'm going to rage to then give
Beautiful.
myself advantage on the strength check to then push the bars better.
Do it.
And you see the flex as the feathers push in. It just
Beautiful.
starts heaving away at these bars.
Amazing.
Just strength check. Do you want, or do you want this to be? I could do athletics, or
Either or, you can do just the straight up strength, or if you want to do athletics, you can choose.
Okay, let's see.
Old Grandma Birdie strength.
Oh yes. So, someone's trying to take the last of someone in
Don't
the shop.
strain
She's
their
letting go.
Don't touch
so
my
that's-
worders!
I think you'll find that's my paper. That's a 16.
16. Okay, so you start like as you bend it, so it's like even more. You do manage to bend it just enough that you would be able to get yourself out. You'd have to squeeze it a little more because you're a fluffy woman. So,
Mhm.
but you would manage.
Yeah, so. Oh, well. Maybe impressed with me. You all right, boys?
That's quite impressed. Bloody hell, I'm going Scottish myself. Away!
Oh, you just...
Oh, that's well good. Have you been working out to impress Bobby at the bingo?
I forgot I did that.
I forgot I used to say that in the last thing. Yeah, that was my backstory, wasn't it?
You're saying some more memory loss?
So now that I'm out and in the sort of area outside the cage, can I do like an investigation check for something akin to like keys, levers, something that may raise the other doors in the cell area, just because that's generally how cells work potentially?
Yeah, make an investigation for me.
As Sutilda's looking around, she goes, if you boys have any ways of getting yourselves out of those cells, I would appreciate the help. As like her feathers come back down as the rage what's it called? Fades. Because it would do. Investigation, did you say?
Yes, please.
Will do. Investigation. That's a 5.
5. Looking around, it's quite dark. It's very dimly lit. There only seems to be there is a warm fireplace with a single burning log and a little like flame torch that's on the wall, but it doesn't seem to go all the way around, so bits of the area is quite dark. So yeah, you're not able to see any levers or keys or anything at the moment to get the others out.
I've got some thieves' tools, like.
Brilliant.
Go on then, thieve your way out.
Right, I'm gonna try pick a
Go
lock.
ahead. Go ahead.
What are we doing? Sleight of hand.
Yes, please.
Right. Now, dice. We've got off on the wrong foot today. But come on, we're friends today. We're gonna be good. We're gonna work. All gonna be great. Well, you can go fuck yourself, can't you? 8.
Yeah. So there, as you go to try and pick a lock, you see there is no lock. The bars are again straight down from the ceiling. These spiked bars just go into the ground. But again, you see that they are quite rusted and withered. They don't look particularly maintained.
I reckon you should get your guns on those, like.
I don't believe in guns, dear, but I do have, the old glaive stick. Do you want me to take a whack at them for you?
I mean, you can try it, but when I said guns, I was more talking about your massive biceps.
Oh, you are a charmer. All right, stand back. I don't want to hurt you. Hutilda's going to wind back and just take the biggest swing
Do it.
towards one of the bars. Just try and hammer one out at least.
Don't break a feather.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll an attack roll?
Yes, attack. Yes. Roll to hit.
Okay. Roll to hit. Okay, so that's with the glaive. Okay.
Please hit Eric.
So that's an 18 to hit.
As you go to take like a massive swing down, it slices right through the bars, like straight through, and you see all the rust and debris just start to as it all just falls to the ground, and you have essentially split it in half. So it would be enough for you to get out. I'm not even going to make you damage it because it's
that's quite old.
Yeah.
Okay. Coming to you now, lad. And she's gonna.
Help is on the way.
Help is on the way, dear.
Oh, take your time. Take your time. I can't lose this, and he's still in the staring contest with his dog. Just waiting for him to appear normally. It's just like, I'm not walking until you do. Like, we've been through this before. I'm not going.
Hutilda just turns
I
back
have
to her.
eaten. Try me.
Hutilda just turns back to her and goes, "Oh no, he's seeing the dog again. Oh dear." And I'm going to make an attack roll at the other set of doors.
Mm-hmm.
That's not as good. That's a 15.
15. This one, as you go to hit it, it recoils ever so slightly, kind of like ricochets off of it, sending that like horrible feeling up your arm. I'm just going to ignore them.
Are you? Damn that, put me up.
Children.
You have met us all before, haven't you?
You gave me a character called Hutilda Hoots a lot.
She was my woman, okay? She was the love of my life. I
She's
love
mine
her.
now.
She's all yours.
Oh, that really fucking made me laugh, Dan. That was great. Thanks, man. That was so good.
Why did he have to play my game?
So good.
So you managed to slice through it, and it's
Yeah,
open.
it's free. I feel like someone else should talk now for a second. Just let the room get back to a better tone.
Oh man.
Okay, you're all free now. You can now wander around said room.
No, we're not free. I'm still waiting for this guy. He's just still standing there. He's not leaving him.
Can the rest of us see the dog?
Yes, you can all see the dog. To you guys, he's looking like he is sitting just wagging his tail, staring back at him, waiting for some sort of instruction to leave or do something.
Is it like when an animal glitches in a game where it's like half in the wall and it like skirts somewhere else and it's like outwards? It's on the ceiling, like straight legs.
I'm not leaving until you fix yourself.
As you hear Cade say this, the dog is just wagging his tail, like waiting. Like he looks like he's got up now, like on all fours, ready to leave. But to you, Cade, he's still sitting, snarling almost, with this foam coming out of his mouth.
I mean, he looks all right to me, like.
Well, to me it doesn't. I can see that you've never owned a pet before. Most of the time, foam out of the mouth is not the best way. But I'm not putting $200 for it. And he's pointing his finger at him.
Here, I know animals pretty well, and that's a happy dog. He wants to come to start walking with us. I'm sure it'll follow. Come on, Kate. Come on.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I can't see any foam.
See it here, and he's like pointing at his mouth exactly.
It just gets more and more and more. Like he's foaming at the mouth, and it's almost like got this green tinge towards it, and it's like oozing out of his nose, oozing out of his mouth, and dripping onto the floor. And as it drips, you hear like a slight tss, 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 tss.
What
But
did
to
you
everyone
eat?
else, he's fine. He's just wagging his tail.
This is bad.
Kate, dear, can you talk to animals at all?
I'm a ranger, not to do it.
But some rangers have druid, abilities. You could usually talk to your pets or familiars. I could do it for you if you'd like.
Oh, please, be my guest.
Cool.
Normally he's not very talkative. Is his dog?
Dog.
So,
That
as
is
Hutilda walks
exactly
in,
how I talk to Jeff. Just saying.
Move.
Poor Jeff.
as Hutilda walks into the cell, she's going to, watching Cade, just put a hand out to the dog to see if it meets with anything, and then the subsequent sort of come of whatever would come from touching said animal.
Yep. So
Mhm.
as you reach your hand out to pet Rufus, he puts his he almost wants it. Like he puts his little head forward and is wagging his tail. He's up on all fours now, and he starts licking your hand, and
Okay.
he looks completely normal to you. He's just kind of watching everything. He's looking towards the exit. He's looking towards Cade. He's still licking your hand ever so slightly, but you don't see any foam. You don't see anything that Cade is talking about.
So sort of with the hand and the snout, sort of giving it pets and stuff, she looks towards Cade and goes, "What do you think I'm doing, dear, right now to this dog? What do you see?"
Do I see Hutilda's hand disintegrate with the acid?
So
more.
as you watch as Hutilda's hand goes to pet the dog, you see Rufus glare his teeth, like he bars his teeth and just sinks them into her arm, and you hear Hutilda scream but she's still talking to you. And you start to
Oh,
see
boy.
the blood begin to trickle down her feathers, and in amongst the acid, you see the bubbles of like as it dissolves the blood. Water.
That's a noise that's never going to leave
I
me.
can't make the fucking sound effects like Dan does, okay? Just get on with it.
So, okay. What to shoot him with?
Wait, what?
Wait, so hold on there, dear. Just talk first. Arrows later.
Considering he just bit your arm off, I believe that is a pretty good choice to do. You know, it won't be really that bad. It'll just hurt just a little bit.
Hold dear. I think this place is doing something to your mind because my arm is very much. She sort of waves it up and tries to give it a wave. Tries to do something to potentially break this or sort of give intention towards what it is.
I can imagine just Rufus like. like
so yeah, you see like as Hutilda goes like this, you see like her forearm and wrist being snapped in half and just hanging on by tendons and like this sinewy muscle. And as she flaps it even more, you're waiting on it just to break and fall off, but it doesn't. And as you glance back at Rufus, he's now very close to your face. And the foam is just in front of your boots.
He would definitely do that, 100%.
Vomit everywhere.
Yeah, just absolutely vomit. Just at the side of the arm opening and just breaking, absolutely. Would do him unwell. Can I roll a... Just looking at the site, I would say, is there anything that just seems super off? Because the way it's like breaking arm, seeing the muscle and such, but Hutilda is very calm in this situation, which is pretty fucking weird for him.
Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, no, not with you. I'm gonna grab another dice. I'm not rolling an A1 again. So, investigation, was it?
Yes.
Okay. 3.
Hey.
This is gonna be
Nice.
fun.
So, you're trying to look around, but you cannot take your eyes off of your very trusted pet, who seems to be getting ever so closer with this some like acidic foam that's coming out of his mouth. And then you glance back at him, and his eyes are now a crimson red. And he's just, I can't growl, and I'm not going to growl, but he growls.
Grr.
Rawr.
Oh, man.
Class.
Just looking at him growling, he would grab his dagger and just on his nose, just like away. Very slow. Like he's not trying to hurt him or anything in that way. So he's like, okay, you're still my good boy, but don't lick me, don't hit me, don't bite me, don't come close to me, don't look at me, but you're still my good boy.
Okay.
He's just with his dagger pushing him away while he's also walking a bit away to the side where it's like the cell, and he's trying to get out of the cell.
Okay. So yeah, as you kind of put it to his like snout and you start backing away to the other, he doesn't follow. And you kind of turn to look out to where Hutilda is and where Eric now is. And as you glance back at him, he's completely fine. He's wagging his tail. He's sitting in front of you, waiting on you. He's a little confused and upset that you rejected him.
Now shoot him. The damage has been done. Now put him out of his misery.
You broke
I'm
his heart.
sorry, boy. Must be done.
But he looks fine. He looks completely normal.
It's this of the farm, and I don't see a farm around.
He is going to take a look at Hutilda's arm.
yeah, you glance back at Hutilda's arm, she's still kind of like trying to snap you out of it, and she's completely intact.
He's just looking at the dog, looking at Hutilda, looking at the dog, looking at Hutilda. Fucking hell. Like he's had enough already. And he's like, Rufus, come. Yep. Yeah, I'm fine. Rufus, come.
What did you, just before we set off, what did you see? Please let me know. I think I have an idea, but...
Nothing much. Just a demonic Rufus with an acidic breath kind of way, eating your arm off a little bit, breaking it kind of stuff. Blood oozing all over the place. Yeah, it was pretty creepy. Hold on.
I have to say, you take tactical chunder to a whole new level, but I applaud you for how quickly you can do that.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. And he just in case like looks at Rufus again.
He's fine.
Like Rufus, go in front of me. Just like, don't be behind me, but go in front.
He does, wagging his little tail.
I think this place... I think it shows us horrors, or it does something to our minds that makes us think that something worse is happening than it actually is. We need to be a little careful. Why is it always us three? And she's going to sort of take the charge and toddle out through the front door to what is far and beyond the cell.
Okay, I can start to see where the horror in this game is going to happen.
Okay. Where's it for us? Go away. So you're making it towards a beeline to the door.
Yes, just go.
Eric's gonna join close behind. I saw a cockroach.
Class. I love that. Cockroach.
God, I needed something stronger for this. I'm never doing
Says
this
Hutilda
again.
under her breath.
Never doing this again.
So yes, out of the cell and then left, right, looking. What do we see?
Yeah. So as you begin walking out, it's a very just open, cold, dank kind of corridor, and you get to there's like a little step up, and it leads onto a further corridor. But as you get there, something stops you. All of you, almost like a domino effect. Your vision disappears. You are in complete darkness, and then the buzzing and the flash of like a hospital light again, and you are in a different place. All of a sudden, you are strapped down to a table. You see it almost like an outer body experience. You're strapped down in a gurney and wearing a hospital gown. You hear the clanging of metal and beeping of monitors around you. And then you hear a voice. Your own voice, saying he's not ready, he's not ready, he's not ready. And then you see a vision of someone holding a scalpel standing over you. And they bring it lower and lower towards your eyes, and lower and lower. And just as they go, you snap. And you're back in the room. You're back in the corridor, and you're back in the room. And you were in the corridor again. Just standing there. It's as if nothing, you haven't moved. You're still in the same place.
What does he's not ready mean?
We all just experienced that, right?
I didn't have any pants on.
I think they thought I was a man.
How? Why is that the first thing that really bothers you?
I mean, they thought I was a man, so I don't know what's going on here. But I'm a bird, not a piece of meat.
Yeah. Some very stupid stuff. And you can see him like really tightly holding onto Rufus with one hand. He's like his hand like and just a mark on his eye, just like, I'm not scared. not scared at all. Just in his pocket, grabbing his dagger just in case. I'm not scared. Stupid.
Are we going to keep going?
I think we're going to have to if we don't want to stay here forever. We made it out of here once. We did it before. We will do it again. And now,
We did?
well, we must have. Do you not remember what the sorcerer said? The artificer? There were people waiting for us. And, oh, that lovely owl in shining armor. I don't know where they went, but we're on our own now. So, follow me, boys. I'll get you there safely. I'm just going to
You're going.
nut up and just start hopping along. Little owl style, 2 legs, just hop in and a little. Yes, carrying on down the corridor.
Okay.
Yep, following right behind, literally behind.
Was that the sound effect when a segment in Catchphrase is revealed? It's good, but it's not right.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Oh, that hurt.
Kill me. The worst. Dickhead. So, absolute dickhead. So as you go out into this corridor, the hall stretches in both directions, like almost like a film reel that's starting to unspool, and the gas lamps buzz overhead, casting really long shadows, trembling shadows along the walls. And the air smells faintly of iron and something sweeter, like incense burnt not too long ago. And as you step forward, your feet echo louder than they should. Too loud. As if the corridor is listening. And then you should hear, hopefully if this works, in the distance. You'll hear it.
Yes.
For everyone else, that's like a really creepy person screaming.
Nah.
And then you hear from behind you. It's a bunch of people mumbling. Just for the viewers. You hear that stretching into the corridor as you all walk out. And as you kind of make your way slightly forward, you see a couple of doors that seem... they're barred, but you walk past and almost like the door sign above it flickers and changes from staff only to storage to your room to the dungeon to... it just keeps changing. And changing as you walk past it.
So it changes as we walk, or it's just constantly?
So, like, as you walk past, you could have sworn it said the storage room. And then you kind of look back at it because it kind of piques your interest. And then it says the jail. And then it says the dungeon. And the more you look away and look back, it changes every single time you look at
Not
it.
concerning at all.
Do we ever see it change, or is it just when we look away that it changes?
So it's just when you look away and look back, it changes.
Cool.
Sorry, just for clarity, are we in the room on the map that we're in now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I assume you all see the sign problems there?
Yep. See it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, I think we're supposed to be in some kind of hospital or medical place. That's never good. Are you alright to press on? Do you want me to go ahead of you?
If we
Okay.
find a few apples, it might be even better. You know,
That's
one
fine,
apple
it's
a
fine,
day
dear, don't be
keeps the doctor
brave.
away.
So you just kind of step forward.
Hutilda's just going to sort of cautiously continue making their way through the corridor, through the passageways, just trying to observe as much as possible, seeing as things seem to shift. So
Mhm.
keeping a weather eye on the walls / floors.
Yeah. So as you get to where you currently are, you do see ever so slightly a set. They're rusted and broken and shattered, but it's an entire wall filled with mirrors. Or mirrors. Okay, mirrors.
Mirrors.
And mirrors. And the reflections, because there's still glass in the panes itself, but you're looking at something that's not you. It changes all the time. 1 minute it's your face, the next minute it's your face, but your eyes are covered in blood. And then next it changes and you have no teeth. And then again, and you look like you have no jaw, like your jaw has been taken off from the bottom. And then it looks like you.
Does Who Tilda have teeth?
I wanted to ask that too.
I was
Does it
thinking
have a
that.
beak?
No beak, just a hole.
It's just a hole then.
It's like an old Looney Tunes ad with the like.
No beaks on the back of her face. You're despicable. I'm so sorry.
What's up, dog?
Fucking hell.
Remember, we had a really nice session last week, Dan.
I'm sorry.
I expected nothing less for mine, though, so it's okay. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. So you can make any kind of check, either like an Arcana, investigation, insight.
Okay, can I
It's up
make
to
an
you.
attack roll? As I
Sure.
see the mirror image of myself, just the moment I look at it, just myself, and then the eyes start to get bloody, they're like, just a moment, just nope, not dealing with that. Nope.
Yeah. It's pretty busted. So as you smash the one that you smashed, kind of was already like almost half a mirror. So you can't, and then you smash the rest of it out. And as you do,
Oh,
you
wow.
see what looks like a loose panel.
Exactly what I wanted. I saw it. Exactly what I wanted. What's the loose panel about? He's gonna
So
take a look
as
at
you
it.
smash through it, it's like almost like a little shelf on the inside, and then there's a wall, and then you see quite clearly like an indent around the wall that looks like you could pry it open with like a dagger or something sharp that you could pop it open and it would open itself.
Rufus, come here. Stand here. And he's going to get on top of him, so he's a bit up. And he's going to try and get his dagger in. Oh,
Okay. It's pretty easy enough to do. It's not very hard to open. So you kind of like pry your dagger into it and pull ever so slightly. You hear like a as it opens. And inside, you find it looks like a staff badge laying face down on the inside.
Like, hello, my name is.
Like a, yeah.
Dr. Watkins. No, he's going to take the badge and just take a look at it.
Okay. As you pick it up and look at it, half of it is very disheveled. It's some of the writing's kind of rubbed off. So all you see at the end is it looks like what was a full name, and it only ends. You can only see an A and an N, and then underneath it, it has the role, and it says lead researcher, cognitive integrity trials. On it,
Cognitive.
integrity trials.
Not creepy at all.
Yeah. And as you hold it, you hear behind you. Let me see if it's going to work for the guys.
no.
You hear.
Is it just Kate that hears that?
It is just Kid that hears this.
He's like standing still, like I'm not turning around. Fuck you. And just like behind him. Like, I'm not doing this shit.
You hear it echo from like an omnidirectional. It goes from one ear to the other, and it almost feels like it's like, you know, like one of those ASMR videos where it's like it feels like it's moving behind
You're
you.
supposed to be nice, not scary. Like he's even going to go as far, just like hearing it echoing around, thinking that the person's behind him. He's just fast going to draw a bow, turn around, and the nearest voice that it goes to, he's just gonna shoot at it.
That's Eric. That is directly behind you.
Don't worry, I'm a good shot.
Everything okay?
It's too quick for you to, as
Yeah,
he
no.
turns around and just.
Oh, shit.
So I need you to make either I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Eric, and yeah, you need to roll to hit, Cade.
That's so funny.
Ooh,
20.
The hell?
beautiful.
1 and a 3, a natural 20.
This could go really well or really
Ooh.
bad.
Well, I rolled a
No,
1.
I hope it's gonna be pretty
Well-
good.
You rolled
Oh,
a
you're shooting at Eric.
Yep,
Behind him.
Yeah, but he rolled a
I'm
1.
behind you.
Yeah, but it's a bow, so it's long range, so it's disadvantage, isn't it? It's a long range weapon. If you shoot it at close range, it's disadvantage.
It is.
So yeah, Jack, you were planning to turn around and shoot whatever was behind you, which was your call of action,
Where the voice was.
Which
Yeah.
was behind you.
which is behind you,
Which is
which is
where
where
I
am.
Eric was. You
Eric
shot
is
down
standing.
So
over there.
5 feet at disadvantage, so I have 1 word to go. Fucking natural 1.
Okay.
I'm done with this dice. I'm throwing this away.
So my roll would have been a 6
Okay.
because I rolled a 1. Also.
So you turn round, and as you turn round, you do manage to let go of it, and it just goes phew. And you, Cade, as you let go of it, you just hear it go straight into his forehead, and you see him hit the ground.
Whose forehead?
Eric. But Eric, you're fine.
He's like standing there still with his like stance.
Did it actually fire?
No.
He just think, right, okay.
So it's, you know, one of those when you pull it and then it just like meow, and like falls down.
Yeah.
Like he completely misses. But to him, he has released it and it has got you straight in the forehead, and you are out cold.
Is everything okay,
Kate,
kid?
dear, what are you doing?
And you can see he's like looking at Eric's legs, just like where he actually would have fallen down.
My eyes are
Yeah.
up here, kid.
Shit, I killed him.
Kate,
Killed
you
who?
too, darling.
And he's going to like look around if he has anything on him to try and medic the hell out of this.
Okay, so as you like glance down to like look for something and you look back up, he's standing there fine.
Are you all right, man?
And he's like starting to lose it. Like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. He's going to take a look at Rufus just in case.
He's fine.
You sure?
He's
No phone,
completely
no.
fine. Nope. He's
Yeah.
just waiting on you.
He's like, Rufus to me. And he's going to, the entire time now, he's going to have one hand on Rufus's back as he's walking with him now. He's not going alone anywhere.
Like SWAT team between the legs. Ducks when you do, moving around.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
You can
Cool.
see him like he's losing it a little bit. Like, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, you fine? Okay, yeah, good. Okay, we're fine. We're
Cool.
fine.
But what was in there?
Oh, it's a. He's going to touch Eric a little bit, just like on the shoulder, just to make sure he's real.
He's real.
Yeah, it's a ID card, and something lead researcher, cognitive integrity trials, something. He's going to hand it to him. Take a look at it.
Can have a bit of the butchers. Does that mean anything to me?
So as you take it in your hand, it doesn't mean anything. It's it looks like you get a better kind of look at it, kind of where you're standing. The reflection of one of the torches kind of shines a little brighter on it. But you only see the last two letters of what looks like to be a first name ending in A and an N.
It's probably Ian.
Never trust a Brummie in a haunted house.
I think it's more
scary,
like Andy, Annie, Annabelle, Antonio. No, that's the research name, right?
Boys,
I mean,
I think if
don't
we
think
keep
any of those
standing
names
around
ended in A N.
touching all the things that we find in the walls, we're going to be here for a while. Let's press on and get out before we succumb to whatever madness is in this air.
Yes, yes. And he's going and just into the walls, just like he's slowly walking, like 2 times in 2 rooms.
So yeah, as you're doing that, and there's again more mirrors against the wall. Every time you kind of flip one off, it changes to like a face of you, but like with a really disgusting, crooked smile that like comes all the way up to your ears.
Like,
Kid, keep it together.
Tell him that. He's going to point at the mirror, and I bet my ass there is nothing there.
I'm gonna go up to the mirror and go, kid, keep it together.
you hear Cade repeat the same sentence in the mirror. You don't see yourself, you see Cade in the actual mirror looking back at you.
Well, that's weird.
Not how mirrors are supposed to work, is it?
So, are we continuing down the corridor?
Please.
Yeah, so Hutilda is forging ahead, very much head down, ignoring sounds, interesting looking things, spooky looking things, and trying to get to the next portion of where they are supposed to be.
Okay, this all feels familiar to you, Hutilda. You're like, I remember this. Everything about this feels familiar. Everything. It almost feels comforting to you. It almost feels like home.
She's been constantly knocking on death's door for a while.
She's just ready to die at this point.
I get a lot of blood tastes.
Brilliant.
So you continue forward, and you do notice that there is a singular door in front of you. And above it, there is a very withered sign in what you can only tell is maybe it was purple writing, and it says the nursery.
I feel the same.
There's no harm to children in this, by the way. And just putting that out there. It's not that bad.
What on me?
Oh yeah, you're a literal child.
No.
Looking at the door and the sort of the writing on it, does the door itself look different to the rest of the area? Like it's an actual nursery door that's been transplanted into what is like creepy rock and stuff like that, or does it look like it's natural to this place?
No, it actually looks like it's natural. It looks like it's been there for a very long time. You see chips of paint like kind of withered away underneath it, but the door's still kind of intact. It's just like almost rotten wood, and you see it still spells nursery. Some of the engraving is just like a darker shade of wood, and then some of it's purple, but that's it.
Well, that's never a good sign. I didn't like nurseries at the best of times, so that's definitely a bad sign. Are we pressing on, boys? Do you think you're all right?
Yeah, and he's like shaking, like, yeah.
This place is creepy and weird, and I want to go home.
Yes, please.
All right, then. Let's keep pressing on. It'll be okay? I'll make sure of it, and I will keep you all safe as best I can. I'll get you to the end, I promise. Grammy Hutilda's here. And she's going to walk to the door and just, with a tiny little let go. maximum effort and just boot the thing open. She's not taking any shit now.
I'm not even going to make you roll for it. Like, as you boot it open, the entire door comes off its hinges, and you just hear like a boom on the ground, and you see the dust and cobwebs just like in front of you.
That's awful.
It's like everywhere. And you enter into a room it's very dimly lit. But there's some sort of sound coming from somewhere, and along the walls, you can't quite see them in here, but I'll ping it so you know, there are 6 cribs lining the walls. Every crib is filled with a doll, blank-eyed, cracked porcelain faces, and just ahead at the front, a music box, which for everyone at home, there's a creepy music box that will play.
I fucking hate dolls. Those are my number one thing, which I hate.
If anyone watched our stream of Repo, we all know how terrified Jack is of anything scary.
I don't like horror.
Fuck off.
Just before we move on, just a huge shout out to Shamiro, who's just raided with a party of 29. Welcome in, Raiders.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
God
Welcome
damn.
in. Thank you very much for the raid. We are about an hour or so into our session of D&D, where we're playing a creepy Insane Asylum-y type D&D session. It's fucking weird, but we're just, it's really cool though. So welcome in. I hope that your session was good, Samira.
Cool. Yeah.
Welcome in.
I'm scaring the shit out of everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like no one else is actually scared about me?
Because you are a wimp. So,
Oh. I mean, I've never been so insulted by something I completely agree with.
yeah.
So the room's fairly dark, but we can see the 6 cribs and then the music box at the end.
Yes, so you see the music box at the end. So just for our raiders, everyone is in a very creepy nursery. They have just booted down the door. And as they all entered, they see 6 cribs lining the walls, and a very creepy music box begins to play with a little ballerina at the bottom, just directly in front of you. It's slightly off key, and the air feels colder, and the lullaby itself feels familiar, not in melody, but in intention. It's trying to soothe the way lies would soothe a frightened child.
It's a lie. Okay, it's a lying music box.
Spooky.
Hutilda's going to puff out the chest feathers and glaive on Shazga. Well, no, a wee bit forward. So let's go. And she is going to just essentially through the center of the room make her way towards this music box and look for a lever, something that either winds it, stops it, unhooks it, that kind of thing, just to put an end to the music.
So as you make your way up the room, you feel this draft of air. It's cold, it's malicious, and you could have sworn one of the porcelain dolls' head turns slowly to follow you. And you glance
His
away.
head swivels on the thing.
And you kind of shake it off and continue walking. And you get even closer to the box. And then you hear a wail, like a scream coming from a corner. A little coiled up, brick. A little coiled up. Assholes. Curled up. You know, like that scene in like Harry Potter where Voldemort is like a little shriveled baby. Like that. You see that in the corner. He's like all curled up, like
a full
in the corner.
man fetus.
Yes, a full-grown man fetus is currently in the corner. It startles you almost as it begins to wail.
Shh. And she's going to continue on, like, just doing her best to ignore the wailing fetus man. Just, it's fine. It's okay, dear. I'll stop the music in a second. You're just weird.
Joe,
Hmm.
do I hear that?
The whale or the music box?
No. Who Tilda?
Oh, you hear it, and as soon as you hear another voice,
Speaking of that fetus,
you get excited. Like, there's someone here. You're not alone. There's someone in the same room as you. It's time.
I spring to my feet.
You just stand up.
Glade is instantly up and pointed in the direction of the sprung-up fetus man.
I will just kind of go, hello! Oh, my goodness! It's so nice to see you! Oh, hi! And I'll begin to like skip across and go, the river whispered to me last night, said the mountains were pregnant, muzzle tov! But before that, the trees voted. You lost. You know what that means. Hi, how's it going?
Thank you for joining us for part 1 of episode 3 of our little mini one-shot campaign, Rift Together. To find out how our adventure concludes and a little bit about the secrets of Dan's character, the next episode will be live here on YouTube from 6 p.m. on Thursday. So check it out. See you later.